Today, we are going to talk about something invisible, yet its effect is often deeper than the things we can see. That thing is energy. Some call it life force. Some call it chi. Some call it prana. The names change, but the idea remains the same. A human being is not made of the body alone. In many ancient traditions, it is said that a subtle energy flows within and around us. When this energy is balanced, the mind becomes clearer. Emotions move more naturally. A person feels more centered. But when that flow is disturbed, everything changes. A person feels tired. A quiet restlessness begins. Sometimes there is even a heaviness that cannot be explained. This is where two ideas become important: chi and the chakras. In Chinese traditions, chi is often described as the force that moves life. It is a current moving through the body. It grows stronger through breath. It shifts through attention. It awakens through movement. The chakras, on the other hand, are more commonly found in Indian traditions. They are understood as energy centers in the body. So one speaks of flow, the other speaks of centers, but both approach the same truth. A person is not made only of flesh and bone. A person is also shaped by energy. And to understand this, you do not have to be mystical. You only need to remember certain moments in your own life. Sometimes you enter a room, and nothing seems wrong, yet something in you tightens. Sometimes you speak with someone, and by the end of the conversation, you feel lighter. Sometimes there is no clear physical problem at all, and still you feel drained. Many people try to understand these moments through the language of energy. Now, let us look at the chakras. In the most common model, there are 7 main chakras in the body. Each one is linked to a specific emotional, mental, and spiritual theme. The first is the root chakra. This center is connected to safety. It is connected to survival. It is connected to belonging. When this area is out of balance, a person may live in a constant state of tension. They may feel ungrounded. The second is the sacral chakra. This area is connected to emotion, to pleasure, to creativity, and to relationships. When it is blocked, a person may either suppress emotion or struggle to carry it. The third is the solar plexus. This is a space of will, of confidence, of personal power. The ability to set boundaries is felt here as well. When this area is unbalanced, a person may feel weak, or, in the opposite direction, they may try to control everything. The fourth is the heart chakra. Love opens here. Connection forms here. Forgiveness begins here. Compassion deepens here. When this area closes, a person may fear closeness. They may hold on to pain. They may withdraw emotionally. The fifth is the throat chakra. This center is the space of expression, the space of truth, the space of your own voice. For many people, this is where things get stuck. Everything they wanted to say, but never said, begins to gather inside. And over time, it becomes weight. The sixth is the third eye. This area is connected to intuition, to insight, to awareness. When the mind becomes too noisy, this center becomes clouded. A person can no longer hear their inner voice clearly. The seventh is the crown chakra. This center is connected to a greater meaning, to consciousness, to spiritual openness. Your deeper connection to life is often felt here. When this area feels closed, a person may feel disconnected. They may feel suspended in emptiness. And this is what matters most. You can think of the chakras as symbolic, or you can think of them as spiritual. The deeper question is this: in which part of your life is your energy no longer flowing? Because sometimes the problem is not just fatigue. Sometimes it is an unspoken emotion. Sometimes it is an unresolved fear. Sometimes it is buried resentment. And sometimes it is simply a mind that never becomes quiet. So how do we begin to restore balance? The first step is breath. Breath is the most direct bridge between body and mind. When you breathe slowly and deeply, the nervous system notices immediately. A silent message reaches the body. The danger has softened. You can relax now. The second step is returning to the body, feeling the soles of your feet, relaxing the shoulders, unclenching the jaw. These things may seem small, but energy is often restored not in the mind, but in the body. The third step is awareness. Even asking yourself one honest question today can be enough. Where do I feel most blocked? In speaking? In feeling safe? In receiving love? In showing up fully as myself? The fourth step is silence. Because some answers do not arrive through thought. They appear only when you become still. Sometimes energy opens through movement, and sometimes it opens through stillness. Sometimes the answer is not doing more. Sometimes it is simply reducing the noise within. In the end, chi and the chakras do not have to be treated only as mystical concepts. You can also see them as ancient maps for understanding inner balance. They may be invisible, but invisible does not mean without power. If lately you've been feeling scattered, tired, emotionally heavy, then perhaps what you need is not more speed. Perhaps what you need is balance. Sometimes healing is not about adding something new. Sometimes healing is simply this, remembering the flow that already exists within you.